What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Hope everybody's doing good today. It is a beautiful Thursday today. It is cloudy today. It's been cloudy for most of the week, and I think it's supposed to rain today. I think it's supposed to rain at some point over the weekend, but we'll see if it does. But this is my second attempt at making this video, y'all. These pets, y'all. I mean, they're nice and they're sweet, but sometimes they can be annoying as fuck. It was just, ooh, that camera. But it was them, the dog wanted to chase the birds outside. And she was whining until I just let her out, because she didn't have to go do her business or nothing like that, because I let her out before that, not about like 10 minutes before I had to let her out again, because she said she was gonna whine till I let her out there chase them damn birds. So and the cat over there, I don't know what her problem was. I don't know what her problem is more than half the time. But anyway, I'm getting so tired. Like I said, I'm just getting fatigued with taking care of other folks' pets. None of these pets are mine, but I just gonna pack up my shit, put my shit in storage, and then buy one-way tickets somewhere. Shit. But anyway, let's get into it. So let's talk about oh, excuse me, these allergies, y'all. Let's talk about Jamal Bryant. He must really think that he's MLK or something. Somebody please tell this nigga that he is not. Somebody please do that. Because he decided that he's a leader, and that he decided that the Target boycott is over. And number one, you ain't in charge of nothing. And he didn't even start this boycott. It's over when black women said that it's over. The black women that organized this whole thing. And somebody please tell me, and I'm not saying all black men, because people really get all up in their fucking feelings when you talk about these things. But why do some of these men in these movements, like you have black women that do all the work, and then you have these men that come in there and want to take it over and take authority and even want to take credit for shit. No. And honestly, and people are saying, and it looks this way too. I mean, there's no way to prove it, but I mean, if it did happen, it'll come out at some point. But it kind of feels like he was paid off. I'm just saying, it just feels that way. His whole thing is probably, well, I got mine, so hey, this is what we're gonna do. And just hell no. I mean, that's, I just gotta say that this is some of my problems with these preachers and these churches. I'm not saying all, but unfortunately it's a lot of them, especially these big time churches and these big time preachers. They getting all this money, and it's not going it's not going to nothing useful. And I always hated that shit. I just hated being forced to go to church and all of that. Because, I mean, number one, I don't give a fuck if y'all get mad. I'll block and delete you. I'm not Christian. I hadn't been Christian in years. But that was one of my issues. Was still one of my issues with all of this. But anyway, he needs to sit down and shut up. And the other thing is like, with me personally, Target has never been my go-to. Target's not too far, but it's kind of out there, and there's other stores that are closer to me that is actually more convenient. And plus, after the pandemic, when inflation just went up, Target got even more expensive. It was already kind of expensive, but it got more expensive, and it just wasn't worth it to me. And it's especially not worth it now. So, I don't got no problem with not going to Target. And they losing a shit ton of money, and it's not like, okay, things are solved and we there's some type of resolution, and then we go back, because there hasn't been no type of resolution or anything. And I'll say it like this: we really just done with Target. We are, because at this point we're trying to run these motherfuckers into the ground. That's what we try to do. So yeah, but anyway, moving on. Excuse me. We're gonna move on to talking about Cuba. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be coughing hearing that throughout this video. Spring started, and this pollen is getting to me. But anyway, so with Cuba, shit is really, really bad over there. I know people really don't understand, people in America really don't understand how bad it is over there. Because, he's really trying to starve Cuba out so that he can take over. He says, like, for a regime change and all that bullshit, but we already know he's trying to take over. He really, he's really determined to, be that president that just conquers all these places. He really wants to, as I said in that video, he really wants to be a wartime president. And, Cuba, when you look at the media in America, it's barely showing anything. When you look at the foreign media, it's showing you everything. And I'm just like, I really feel for the Cuban people, and I really feel, and honestly, I feel for anybody, in America and outside of America, especially outside of America, that's, well, not especially, just any and everywhere that's affected by this, evil ass president and his evil ass motherfucking people. It was just so bad. Because, to not have, power, and it's just bad. So, because it's a lot, it's a lot of things. And even in America, people really don't, realize how bad things are right here in America. Because number one, what was I gonna say? Because I'm trying to get all my thoughts together. I'm sorry, y'all. Because number one, I know people that work in Amazon. And you got a lot of facilities that are actually shut down, and the ones that are open, they're like halfway shut down. And one person I talked to, they were talking about, like, people are ordering less stuff, and even before they told me that, I kind of figured that people were ordering less stuff, because I mean, shit getting more and more expensive, so they're not gonna order as much. And the other thing that people don't realize is that we got a trucking shortage. And that this has actually been going on for a while too, because like since like last spring, because I know people that into trucking too. They would, when they were firing all these foreign workers, and they tell a lot of fucking lies, a lot of lies, like saying that these people didn't know English, and they can't read the signs and all that shit. Like, if these people didn't know English and couldn't read the fucking signs, we would have been having crashes every other fucking day. Like, come on now. Because some of these things you really just got to think about it, and you notice that it just don't make sense. It don't add up. There's issues with that. And the other thing is if you hadn't heard, because I've seen it myself. I mean, I heard it and seen it myself. Is that in a lot of these red states, you got a doctor shortage. You got more physician assistants and more nurse practitioners in the role of doctor. These doctors do not want to practice in red states with all these fucking crazy white nationalist evangelical laws. Like, and they're even offering them like a shit ton of money to keep practicing there, and they're not taking it. They don't want to deal with this shit. And I don't blame them. And honestly, even before all this, there was a doctor shortage, because, I mean, over the years, school get more and more expensive, especially now. And with medical school, that's definitely expensive. You got young people that really just can't afford that shit, And, you got people that, it's their dream to be a doctor, but it's just not worth it being in all that debt. Because you're going to be in a shit ton of debt. Trying to be a doctor, and all that you are never going to pay off. So, they just like, no, and you got this on top of it too. So, I mean, it's just crazy. And the thing is that if America does not get it together, we're going to turn into a second world country. We're going to look like a first world country, but we're going to be a second world country. Because shit is bad, really bad. And people want to really just not see that and bury their heads in the sand. And, it's true when, people say, people outside of America say that Americans live in a bubble, and that's true. And, and I see that a lot of times it's a choice. Like, a lot of Americans want to live in a bubble. Because, I don't know, it's somehow easier to deal with things or something. I don't even know. I don't know. I just don't know. But, people don't realize shit is bad. It's bad. And, with all the money that they spending on bullshit, that could go back into the people. That could go back into helping them. Like, I don't know, give people some fucking health care. Get people into some affordable housing. Because, I mean, this housing situations are just so bad. You got more and more people being, homeless. They getting priced out. Because apartments expensive, housing's definitely fucking expensive, and the thing is with housing, you can still lose your home even if you pay off everything, because property taxes can be high as fuck, especially now. You do everything that you're supposed to do, and you can still end up fucked over. So, yeah. And another thing I almost forgot to mention is that something that I don't think people even really think about like that is you actually got more and more Americans leaving the U.S. and honestly in record numbers, and they're definitely not going to report on that, you know. So I mean, all this is excuse me. You got some people seeing the writing on the wall with things, seeing how bad it is, but you don't have enough folks. So yeah. And but at the end of the day, with you know, MAGA, and you even got, and when I think about it, you even got some of these MAGA trying to leave the U.S. They trying to leave the mess that they helped create. You know, I don't understand, because this is what y'all voted for. You know, it's like every week is something. It's always some bullshit every fucking week. So, you know, it's just basically we just got to brace ourselves for the next thing. And we're going to see what they're going to do with this whole war. Because there's talk about, you know, the draft, and we're going to see if they actually going to even try it. Because I already know it's just not going to work out. Because as I've said in the previous video, you know, I include myself in this, but we not built for war. We just not. And because I don't want to go out there on that front line. I can't handle none of that shit. And the MAGA that supporting this, celebrating this shit, send them out there. Send them motherfuckers out there. Because these rich motherfuckers that want this war, send their kids out there. Because, of course, we already know they wouldn't do that. Like, hey, you know, all these other motherfuckers go, but mine, no. I'm not sending mine. We already know. But anyway, that's all I got to say in this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I will see y'all in the next video.